Good morning, everybody. Does anyone know where the term dreamer came from? Suddenly, there were people who were here illegally, and they got to be called dreamers. And dreamer, to me, always had such a beautiful connotation of being something very special if one is a dreamer. And I don't know how just being in this country illegally makes one get that special title. It's like, I would like to be called a dreamer. So that's my nightmare today, has been looking at the huge amount that refugee contractors get, Council on Islamic Relations get. They all get money from the government, just like big gay, big refugee. It's just like big oil. And we are paying for it, and I'm still not sure why. I wish that I could be a dreamer and not be paying for a nightmare. And here I am in beta turf. I was just reading about Che today. I've read a lot about him, and what really stands out in my mind about Che is that he never let one prisoner go. He executed every single person, mostly peasants, during his 3-year reign of terror as the head executioner in Havana. And the beta soy boys, they don't like to hear that. I get busted by the betas here a lot. I get busted by the beta males. This poor little Nordic alpha me. I never really was into the whole, genetics thing. I don't know who all my ancestors are, but they were settlers. And when I'm starting to look at people like Schumer and Pelosi, I'm wondering, where are they from? Did their families come here pre-World War II on a boat and just think that everything had already been here? I called Chuck Schumer's office today and I said, these dreamers are nightmares. And the guy said, oh, they pay taxes, but they did not build the system. They came here and they're taking jobs that other people could be having. Right? It's not like they created the jobs. They're coming here and taking other people's jobs. A little bit's getting taken out in taxes. That is not the infrastructure of this country since whenever. But there were some really annoying immigrants that came over. I think they call it during the gay 90s period. And then that's when everyone put a stop to it, because before that it had been settlers, people coming over. And I'm wondering, is Schumer from that group? Because I remember knowing people when I lived in New York that just acted like everything just was, and their families just came to take. And I came from this kind of pioneer, farmers, Boeing engineers, where everybody was always doing. There was no, we're coming over here. My people must come here for health care. We need healthcare now. Oh, I might die. My people. No, they didn't do that. They actually just came and farmed in really treacherous country. And I feel so bad that I never appreciated them. In high school, everything was about the Marxists, And I went to the Soviet Union when I was 14. I'll do a thing on that at some point. And now I'm saying, wow, look at, what? When my friends come here, they always say you could make a movie about the third world here without even having to go. You can just pretend like you're in, whatever country. This little funny place where I got busted by the beta males. I got busted by the soy boys. But I still come down here anyway because nobody else will feed the chickens. I don't live here, but I do feed these chickens because it's interesting with the Antifa, and I got in trouble yesterday. I was told they were not Antifa. I'm being told by Antifa people we're not Antifa, we're not social justice warriors, when these people pretty much like created it. Right? So to me, that's funny that social justice warriors are so dishonest, they won't even allow you to call them a social justice warrior. You know, maybe they're even starting to get the picture. It's a bad word. Maybe some education is going on. Can I turn this into a re-education camp? A let's learn about our founding people camp? What do you think, guys? So yeah, I don't know if it's going to help or not, but I'm calling these people and I'm giving them heck. These refugee resettlement people that get millions of dollars a year. There's a woman I saw in New York, lives on the Upper West Side, $5 million a year from the government because she's in some nonprofit thing that they also subsidize. And that's just one, Ms. Limon, Limon. I only am bringing up her. I remembered her name because it's kind of a cute name. But I was scrolling through endless. Director of this in New Jersey. I am director of World Human Organization for Health for Benefit for All. Women need to be donkey. I come here. And that's another thing that's upsetting. Washington State was the first state where women had the vote. And now, not even 2 blocks up from that sign, there's a motel run by a man who no like women. You like donkey, you like dog. I whip you. I whip you, you bad. You need to put on hijab. Right down the street from what my grandmother fought for. You know, she lived here. My grandparents were here actually. My great-grandmother, before this was even a state. This is a fairly recent state. And these were people who were competent, they were pioneers, they built their own stuff, they had ranches, they flew planes. You know, I watched a George Kennedy movie the other night, not Cool Hand Luke, that's kind of gross, but, you know, where he like brings the 747 out of the sea and everyone lives. You know, what happened to the competent male like that? Now I just have like, I'm surrounded by, oh, my people, oh, let me have your wife, you must share in this country. So I'm trying to fight back because I don't know where to go. My family came as far west as they could 100 years ago and more. And I don't know where to go now. But I do not want to be in this third world madness. And every day that I go out, there are more and more and more. I cannot leave my house now. It's going to be a mosque up there at the Capitol, I swear. How can you say such things about my people? You are a woman. You are nothing. Good morning, everybody. Have a great day. You know, it's funny how we get in trouble for like talking about it. It's funny how like Trump is so bad, he's tweeting pictures of gays being thrown up buildings. But what about the people throwing the gays off buildings? They're not bad. It's just the people who point it out who are so very bad. So remember, not dreamers, nightmares. We are the dreamers. I had a dream. Thank you and good day.